Hello, hello. How is everyone? You guys all got here so quick. I'm used to it like taking a couple minutes for everyone to get their daily glimpse, but there's like 7 people that just got here right away. I feel like that never happens. Yeah, congrats Ninja on getting first, Ratkey with a very, very close second. Like, I literally saw the 3 redeems all come in at like the same time. They all just happened at once. Yes, mobile delay. Unfortunately, got ready. Today we're going to be working on Zay's model some more. At least, hopefully. We'll see how much my attention span allows me to do that. Hoping to make some good progress, though. There's just a few things that I want to get done today. If it ends up being the case where I'm just having a hard time with it, then I might switch to working on another sketch I started, or even doing some co-working. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. I made some coffee a minute ago. Not a minute ago, like a couple minutes ago. But I made myself a coffee. And I was so excited. I was like, yay, coffee! I haven't had coffee in a while. And it tasted so bad. I don't know what I did. But it was not good. So, that is unfortunate. Let's head on over to our main screen. Oh, sorry, I just bumped my mic. That was probably like really loud for you guys. Hi. Let me turn this off. There we go. Hi, guy. Hi, Remy. Welcome in. Let me get some music going. Very quiet all of a sudden. There we go. Yeah, I made coffee because I was like, I'm probably gonna be up late tonight. Let me make some coffee. And it tasted so bad. I don't know what that was about. I was so disappointed. I would have streamed earlier today, but it took me literally an hour to get home from class, which just drained me so much. That was horrible. So I was like, you know what? I'll make today's stream a nighttime stream and just give myself time to like recover. Yeah, I am going to stream on TikTok today, because why not? Just let me go ahead and get that started. Wow, I can't type. Alright. But yeah, we're gonna be working on Zay's model some more today. And then I guess the length of today's stream will just depend on my attention span. Because I am a bit tired. I'm a little low energy today. So we'll see how everything goes. Streaming later also allowed me to get some classwork done, which is good, because I was worried I wasn't going to get that done today. Especially if I like streamed earlier and then stream ran long or something, I wouldn't have had enough time to work on it like before midnight or something. So that's good. It's good that I got that done early. But yeah, how about I move my big head over and then we can get going on this model art. Jaren! Welcome in. It feels like it's been so long since I've streamed, even though I like just streamed. I don't know. Just feels like it's been a while. Yeah, like I said, I'm a little low energy today. I was low-key kind of debating just not streaming today, but I wanted to. So I am. Also, I just want to get better at like keeping a consistent schedule. I don't want to just be like canceling streams willy-nilly. So yeah. Although me streaming at like wildly different hours isn't exactly consistent. Just consistent days. Hardly. Well, we're trying. We're gonna give it a try. Let me switch this. There we go. That's better. All right. Yeah, we're gonna be working on Zay's model today. I don't know whether to start with the big like ponytails or her sleeves. I was working on I just started her sleeves last night. I just did a little bit of line art. I do need to clean up the arms a little bit. I'm not gonna draw the hands because they're completely covered by the sleeves, so there's really no point in doing that. Hi Grimmy, hi Leaf, welcome in, welcome in. Consistent... I can't read that. But thank you. 100 glims! Holy crap! That's crazy. Oh, you got the Hornet badge. Nice, nice. I was debating, like subbing to someone to get that badge, but also I feel like it's not worth paying $6 just to get a badge for a community I'm like hardly even in. Like I just bought Hollow Knight, the first one, like the other day, and I have no clue what I'm doing in that game. I really have no idea. I don't know how that genre of game even works. Hi Ernesto, welcome in. Oh, should I check out this person that the emotes are from? Maybe I should. I do like that emote. It's very cute. I like their color palette. Feels familiar to me. I'm Shell certified cool. Dude, their emote style is so cute. I love that. Well, I'm already regretting dual streaming to TikTok. I don't know how the moderation tools work on there. I need to learn better. It's not as easy on TikTok as it is through OBS. Because through OBS, I can just click a button and bam, gone, disappeared. It's a little more complex elsewhere. But I guess that's not a big deal. I'll live. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like yapping. I haven't had a lot of, I haven't been able to yap a lot recently, I feel. Oh, you know what? Maybe the reason why it feels like it's been a while since I've streamed is because last stream was a co-working stream. So it like doesn't count or something. I don't know. Yappage. I want a yap. I don't know. What's everyone up to today? How have you been? If you're co-working, what are you working on? For those on TikTok, what was the last video you saw before scrolling to me? Was it good? Did you like it, or was it boring? Homework, at least it's creative writing stuff. Yeah, I was also working on homework mere minutes before starting stream. No joke. It was very, very boring. I hated it, actually. It was kind of the worst. But I got it done, and now I don't have to worry about it. Guys, I've been trying to, like, work up the courage to talk to people in my classes. It's so hard. Because everyone's just, like, sitting on their phones. And, like, yes, I am in college. Everyone in these classes, there'll be, like, downtime or something, and then suddenly, everyone's on their phones. Nobody is like looking for conversation, and I'm sitting here also looking at my phone because I'm awkward, thinking, wow, I really want to talk to some of these people, but then I sit on my phone and pretend to be busy because I don't know how to start a conversation. And I'm pretty sure it's the exact same for everyone else, but I'm not sure, right? Maybe they're actually like texting someone they know, or like actually busy with something and don't want me to start a conversation. Like, what if I'm just gonna be so annoying? I'm sympathizing so hard right now. Like, we'll have downtime and then everyone's suddenly on their phone, and I know I'm sitting here being the most hypocritical person ever, because I'm like, wow, I really wish someone would talk to me, and I'm sitting here on my phone pretending to do something. I'm literally just clicking through my apps. I have 0 notifications. I'm just clicking through them as if I'm actually looking at something. With the worst RBF ever, guys. I do not look like an approachable human being, I don't think. Thinking, wow, I wish this person would start a conversation with me right now so I wouldn't be so goddamn bored. It's... why am I like this? But like, then... what? How do you start a conversation? How? How do you start a conversation? Like, what do you say? Hi! Wanna be friends? Like a freaking 5th grader? Like, no. I mean, it might actually work. If somebody came up to me and said, hi, do you want to be friends? I would probably say yes. Petition to start doing that. To start a conversation, you wait till someone talks to you. See, that's what I have been doing, but then nobody talks to me. Because I look mad or something. I don't know. I have RBF. And it would feel weird for me to like join a conversation people are already having. I've done that a few times before and it's been absolutely fine. But like, I don't know. Just don't talk to people works out. I mean, that's what I do most days. But then I get so bored. I get so bored when there's downtime or like a break or something. Go to class, learn nothing, talk to no one, walk nonchalantly. That's every day, actually. Although I do learn a little bit, which is nice. This is what merch was made for. Oh, I like your anime game book sticker. Easy icebreaker. See, my entire life is just VTuber stuff, and I don't want to out that so quick. That's like, you know, that's my own little thing. I don't want to be walking around with VTuber merch. I really don't. Also, I forgot what I was gonna say. I feel like a lot of merch is just so like not good. I want like very obscure merch, you know? That's the kind of merch I like, is the stuff that like looks like a regular clothing item unless you know. That's what I want, and there's not enough of that. You're very green, by the way. Yes, I am. It's my favorite color. Also, sorry if I'm missing any messages. That's my bad. I'm supposed to be doing art, but I'm yapping about how I don't get to yap in class because nobody talks to me. It's so hard to like start a conversation though. I don't know. I mean, yeah, if there's merch you recognize and enjoy, then like then it becomes easier. But when there's just like a random person where I like recognize them from a couple of my classes and think, hey, that person's in a couple of my classes, maybe I should talk to them. Then I don't know what to do. Just go up to them and say like, hi, and wait for a response or something. I don't know. Although I did go up to someone and say, hi, I think you're in this other class we're both in. And they were like, oh, this professor? And I'm like, yeah. And then we kind of started talking a little bit. But like, it was kind of whatever. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should get merch. The real truth is that this is why group projects exist. See, that's the crazy thing. I haven't had any well, no, that's not true. I had a group project for an online class, like a fully online asynchronous class. And so we did not ever meet up in person. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Emma. I appreciate that. I made it myself. Yeah, I haven't had like any group projects. Actually, no, I did have one. Last fall, I did have a real group project, and I am still like, I don't know, I haven't really talked to them since then, but that class I was more talkative because there were other people who were like already friends in that class and they would talk, and I had the absolute luck of getting sat like right next to those people, so I could very easily like join in on that conversation without being a freaking weirdo. I feel like what happens a lot though is there will be people who are talking in class and I'm like, man, I wish I could be part of that. But I, for some reason, ended up sitting so far away from the people who are having a conversation. Like, there'll be a whole side of the room that's yapping it up, having a great time. And I somehow managed to sit on the opposite side of the room where everyone is on their phone and absolutely silent. I don't know how it happens, like, every single time, but it happens every single time. Where I end up just not being in the right place, apparently. Hey, Orby, welcome in. Not so pog for you. Pog for them. I assume they already know each other. That's what I usually assume. It's because, like, what do you mean you're yapping it up? so quickly. Thank you for the hydrate posture check. Oh, I sense a glorp coming. Orbeez doing the thing where they redeem everything. Oh, googly eyes first this time. I see. Is that the order of it? Do the googly eyes come first? Oh, they do. Great googly moogly. Yes. I have not touched this canvas since starting stream. That's my order, Hiya. Hiya. Hi, Rippy. I did just realize I didn't say hi when you came in. Yes, I have been glorified. Although I did say when I started stream, my attention span might not allow me to get a whole lot of work done today. I've been forced to focus like all day. So I don't know how much I'll be able to like sit down and get a lot done. I don't feel very productive at the moment, to be completely honest. I think that's also why last night I got a little bit done on the model. As you can see, I made some progress on like textures on the legs and stuff. I also resized some things, so I made the head a little bit smaller and adjusted the proportions slightly because it was just looking kind of weird to me. So I fixed that stuff. But my attention span like ran out so quickly for whatever reason. I think just tired from a long day of classes. So I ended up working on some other stuff. That being, I had Taehungi up just as like my enrichment while I was working. And that was a good time. So I did a little chibi doodle of him. Said brain break doodle. And I was like, wow, that was kind of fun. That was fun. I enjoyed that. And then I sent it into his Discord. Yeah, I was just watching it. I just had him open. So I sent this into the Discord, and then there's a couple of people who were like, wow, this is so good. I love this art. And then Tay saw it and was like, oh my god, I love this. And I was like, wow, that's so fun. So I was like, I want to do a full version. So I drew this. And it was a very nice break from... I don't know. There's just this like mental difference between art you have to do and art you're kind of just doing very like sporadically or spontaneously. Like spontaneous art is just such a different like mental space for me because there's zero expectations behind it. Whereas like things for people that I have like promised, like the model art and the subathon art that it does feel a little bit more like an obligation at some point. It is fun to work on, and I have had a lot of fun making that stuff, but it is kind of like a different headspace. Like it feels like more of a commission, you know, where I'm a little bit more serious about it. So this was 100% just for fun, and I had a very good time with it. And I want to turn it into like a full illustration at some point. This song is overstimulating me. Okay. I love the rare occasions, but that song is a little much. That album is so freaking good, by the way. Oh my god. I'm so glad I got to see it live. I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah. I want to work on this more at some point because I'm proud of it. I think it looks cool. I think that's the other thing about why so many of my like OC stuff lately has been super dynamic and like just very like kind of crazy perspective is because when I'm doing it for fun, I loosen up so much more, you know? like I just kind of go crazy with it. So I did that with this one as well, because it's just like random fan art, you know, like there's nothing, you know, behind it really. So I kind of went crazy with it, and now I want to add more. I want to keep going with it. But yeah, let me shout out to, because he's pretty cool or whatever. And also, this guy, I swear to God, every time I pop into his chat, he's like, "Everyone, go check out Kha'Zix. She has such cool art. Like, you should go follow her." And it's like shouting me out and stuff, and I'm like, "Bro, what happened?" So I need to return the favor. You guys should go follow him. His stream is also like very interactive actually and very fun. And his energy is just so welcoming and like just such a great community. Everyone is so nice there. So yeah, go check him out. The lurker Kha'Zix has found the spotlighting Tay. Yeah, I don't know what to do about it. What I need to do is just not say anything. Just not say anything at all when I open up his streams. Because as soon as there's like, as soon as I'm there at all, as soon as I'm visible to anyone, he's like, "Oh my god, Kaz! Go check out Kaz!" And he does that to so many people. Like, what a supportive and like kind person. Where just like any other person who comes in and it's like he knows them as a streamer or something like that, or as an artist, just immediate shout out. Even spotlighted me last time I was in his chat, and I've streamed for like less than a year, and I'm still like a half streamer. I mean, even if you've streamed less than a year, you know, that doesn't mean you're less of a streamer. The requirements for being a streamer are you have streamed, or you stream at all, you know? Like, that's it. I feel like this toggle has been on for a very long time. But maybe I've just been yapping so much that it feels like it's been longer. It was 7 minutes ago. So there's a couple more minutes. Maybe I should change it to 5 minutes. I don't know. It is a lot of channel points, so maybe it's a reasonable amount of time. Let's switch back to this. Maybe I should actually draw. I just realized I don't even have my freaking tablet software open. Which really proves I haven't touched this canvas at all. I also think I'm gonna adjust my audio levels a little bit. The rain is very loud for me. I feel like, are you guys sure the rain isn't too loud? Because it's like the same volume as the music. Is that what we want? Is that what you guys like? Maybe you just can't hear it when it's quieter. Or is the music too quiet? I don't know. I don't have the right words. I'm just a guy with a PNG YouTuber and a desk. I don't mean it as something negative, more as an appreciation for how much work people put into their streams and overlays and stuff. I mean, yeah, I get that. Like, I feel you. I mean, I was in that position myself, you know? Maybe the music... Okay, that's what I thought. That maybe the music is too quiet. Because I feel like the rain and the music should not be the same volume. Here, I'll turn it up a little bit. This is another too high energy song today. Go here. I thought this was my chill playlist. Why is there so many like not chill songs on my chill playlist? Whatever. If I want extra chill, I could just switch to the lo-fi, but I don't want the lo-fi right now. But yeah, guys, I know I already yapped about this at the start of stream, but like nobody was here. I'm very sad. I made some coffee because I was like, I'm gonna be up late tonight. Let me make some coffee. And it tasted so bad. I don't know what, like maybe my cold brew went bad or something. I don't know. It tasted so bad. I had like 2 sips of it and I was like, not happening. It was so gross. I don't know where I went wrong. I like how someone came in and said wood with the googly eyes. Still, like, the googly eyes were on. That's funny. Hi, boss. Welcome in. Everyone is a person with a PNG to run a desk at some point, and then they grind. Real. I mean, not everyone grinds out their stream setup. Like, there's a lot of people who have been very successful just as regular PNG tubers, and there's a lot of people who don't do crazy stuff with their streams like I've done. Like, you can just be a normal streamer or normal PNG tuber or VTuber or whatever that doesn't, like, you know, learn how to code for their stream. I'm just insane. That's all. And I've been influenced by a lot of very, very creative and talented people. A normal streamer? I mean, yeah, you know, like someone who doesn't put their whole thing into an app and like make all of their own assets and, you know, learn how to make models and rig and whatever. Blah, that I want. Oh, almost blobbed my plans. Yeah. That was close. Most streams are not normal. Well, you know what I mean. Like, obviously there's no such thing as normal, you know? You can make that argument in any case. But I'm just saying, like, if you were to look at every single stream ever, the majority of them are both probably not VTubers and then also not like this. Like, the pure amount of effort that has gone into something like this is not normal, not average. If you're a normie, I'm saying I'm not a normie. Oh, you're saying just like in general. Okay. You avatar, thank you. Yeah, I don't think anyone opens my stream and thinks, what a normie. This is so boring. I can't believe this person is such a normie. I don't think that's possible. It's just not. What a normie. Welcome in. Interesting. I don't recognize your username, but that wasn't flagged as a first-time chat, which means you've been here before. What a chance to use my first message. Apparently it's not. Otherwise it would have been flagged as a first. Here, let me look at your message history. Your first message was on 4/20/2025. And it said, IDK, I feel like they're not as expressive as warm-blooded animals. I have no clue what we were talking about. Probably how much I want a snake or something. I've definitely spoken about that before. Or my geckos. We could have been talking about that. The context is lacking. I mean, this was a post, that was a message from what? April, so like 5 months ago. I can't remember what I said 5 minutes ago, let alone 5 months ago. That was even before I debuted. So you've been here since the old setup. That's crazy. I just had a random thought. Isn't it weird how, like, as you are a content creator for longer and longer, the percentage of people or the amount of time you would have had to be here. Ah, I can't speak. Rain! Hi! And Blockhead! 11 months. Oh my god. That's nuts. Thank you for another freaking tier 3 resub. That is insane. Thank you so much. And thank you for the hydrate. Hi, Rain! Hi! What was I gonna say? Right. Isn't it crazy how, like, as you stream for longer and longer, or as you're a content creator for longer and longer, the beginning period of time where you're considered like an OG gets longer as well? Like, if I've been streaming for a year, maybe the people who were here in the first, like, month or two would be considered OGs, right? But now, I've been streaming for 2+ years, and I now have debuted, like, a whole new setup. So now, the people who are considered, like, the OGs are, like, maybe the people who were there for the first year. You know? Isn't that crazy? I'm not an OG. I feel like, Reppy, you've been here for a long time, though. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you are an OG, Reppy. Here, wait, when did you follow? November. Okay, so that was after I got affiliate. Like a few months after I got affiliate. Or VTuber. Yeah, you were in here before I had a model. I feel like that counts. Yeah, Grimmy, exactly. You got that OG diamond attached to your name for real. I mean, I can make anyone a VIP, even if they've only been following for like 2 minutes, or even if they're not following me at all. That's something that I can attach. The first badge, the founder's badge, is the real one you're looking for if you want to find like an OG. That's the first 10 people to subscribe, period. Like, as soon as I got affiliate, the first 10 people to subscribe get that badge, which is crazy. I wish I had founders. Dude, there's some people who I have seen get affiliate, like, in real time. Or not in real time, but, like, you know, I've been to their stream the first time they got affiliate and not been able to get a founder's badge. It's crazy. Like, I wish I had a founder's badge for Tuesday. Unfortunately, I was so broke when, like, around the time that she got affiliate, and there were so many people that there's just no way. There was no way. I do have the founder's badge in Mimi's channel, though. Whoever you are in the TikTok chat, I would appreciate it if you did not do that. but I guess you have free will. I don't know. Thank you, Wallace. That's a crazy emote. It's okay. They were respectful about it, I guess. And also, you can't really put rules on a TikTok stream. Like, because you know how when you first join a Twitch stream, it, like, gives you chat rules? You can't really do that on TikTok, or at least I don't know how you would do that, if you can. It's like, the moderation tools on TikTok don't exist. Like, straight up. The only thing is you can block people. You can't delete messages. You can't... I think you might be able to time someone out, but I'm not sure. And I've gotten blocked for much less. Hey, I'm new to this. Anonymous! Thank you for the 5 gifted. What the hell? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Whoa. The RNG was, a lot of newer people. That's cool. They really don't seem to care about the streamers. Yeah, it's weird. And in order to block someone, I have to, like, go through a menu. Like, I have to right-click them and then hit block. Whereas, I don't know if you guys have seen what the moderation tools look like on Twitch, but basically every single message that comes through, there's 3 icons next to it. There's a timeout button, a ban button, and a delete button right next to every single message. So if I wanted to delete someone's message, I could just click it as soon as they come in and it's gone. Or if I wanted to, like, time them out or ban them, you know, it's right there. You need moderators? Yeah, I didn't think anyone would be here on the TikTok stream, low-key. Most of the time people just kind of come in and leave immediately, so... I didn't think it was necessary, but apparently it might be. And my model keeps, like, frog blinking. I'm not doing that in real life, I promise. It's become former hype train conductor. Oof. Once again, I've just been yapping. This might as well be a frickin' just chatting stream, guys. Low-key. I have not touched this canvas at all. I'm too distracted. I'm looking at 2 different chats. I wish I could frog blink in real life when it's stay still. I guess... I feel like everyone can. Your avatar is really cute. Thank you! I actually... This model... My model... was the first full-size model I've ever made. I've only ever done, like, chibi style before that. And this one on screen is the second one. Yay! Leaving some of my rust here. Thanks, I guess. It matches Kaz better. It does match the color palette better, I suppose. Yeah, I feel like anyone can frog blink. Like, if you can wink, you can frog blink. But there are some people who can do, like, the doll blink. If you guys know what I'm talking about. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that so bad. I can make it on my model to where it, like, I can't wink. And it only, it, like, only blinks, and that way it's always synced. But I like being able to wink. I think it's funny. You're so chill. Thank you. That tends to be how the streams are. Or just how I am, honestly. At the beginning of the stream, I did have quite the yap. I feel like I was talking so fast. but that's just the ADHD. You guys have to deal with that. You're stuck with it. I had to teach myself to wink in one of my eyes. I was only able to do it in one eye when I first tried. Interesting. I mean, then you could frog blink, like, with that eye first, right? Yeah, it's harder for me to wink with one eye, I'd say. It's more natural with my right eye. I can't do, like, I feel like I can't really do a true wink. Like, I am kind of just, like, squinting a lot, it feels like. Like, you know how your cheek kind of comes up with it? Yeah. Can y'all flare your nostrils? I cannot. I don't think I can do anything, like, funny or weird. I can roll my tongue. Apparently not everyone can do that. I feel like it's very common to be able to do that, though. Level 3! What do we get for the hype chest? Okay, slay. Slay emote. I'm down for that. I feel like I've gotten all the really cool ones already. The only hype train emote I was like desperate for was Gritty Goose. That's the one I wanted so bad. I can wink without moving my cheek. I don't think I can. Or maybe I kind of can. Choo choo. You did not get Chattix as a freaking hype train emote. I can move my scalp too. I can. Wow. Yeah, I can't do that stuff. Welcome in, Uriel. If I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Oh, this song is so good. I love this song. But yeah, sorry for starting stream so late, I guess. Like I said earlier, it took me an hour to get home today for what should be like a 25 to 30-minute drive. So I just needed to like chill out when I got home. I was like, I can't freaking stream right now. If I could show you without doxing myself, I would. Don't worry, I believe you. You don't have to dox yourself. Is there anyone here who can do like the clover shape with their tongue? I always thought that was so sick. I can't do that. You could do that too? Dang, you just got it all. Friggin' RNG. Kaz, did you shout me out? Huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, actually. I think you might have misread the notification or something. What? 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 Okay, thank you for the gift sub. I'm getting you back. That freaking smile, bro. I can't with that emote. It's so good. Ara's emotes are so banger. I really need to commission one of those smile emotes. Because I use them all the time when I have them from other people. I use them all the time. I need one. It's so like, it can be a genuine smile and it can also be like, hee, I just did something silly. Like, it can be so mischievous. I die if you have one. I need one. Does Ara have emote commissions open? I'm gonna look at their region. Hang on. I need one of these emotes. I just got paid today, guys, so I can get one. Might be a waitlist. I would not be surprised. Arakuya. Let's see. Region. Gasp. They're not on waitlist. There's slots open. Okay, I will be looking at that more after stream. Yay for money! I love being employed. Sorry, I just minimized OBS. I did not mean to do that. Yay! Yay for employment! Except for the fact that I just have no time ever between streaming, school, and job. But yeah, money's pretty sweet. We are at 58 ish minutes of stream. 59 now. So we're gonna have an ad in about 3 minutes. Which means I'm gonna take a little BRB now. And then I will be back after the ads are done. So feel free to take a little stretch break with me. Get some water. Make sure you're staying hydrated, guys. Take your eyes away from a screen for a few moments. Look at something far away. It's good for you. I'm pretty sure I'm becoming nearsighted from not going outside enough or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna take a little BRB break. And then we'll come back and maybe I'll actually draw something because I have not touched this canvas all stream. It's either this or I'm working on the Tay art. Maybe. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm back. Ah, my lighting. My lighting. There it is. We're so back. No more ad break. Yippee. Y'all, I'm gonna be so 100% for real with you. I don't think I'm making any progress on this today. It's not happening. I don't think I'm capable of being productive this evening. It's just it doesn't exist. Where did my tablet pen go? There it is. It hides in my desk because my desk cover is black and the pen is black and I don't have my lights on. The only light is coming from my like 30 million monitors that I have surrounding me. Which happens to be quite a bit, but still. My pen disappears into my desk as soon as I put it down. Oh my gosh, guys. Maybe I shouldn't tell you this, 'cause it's a little bit embarrassing. I have great news. I have fantastic news. This is so great for the plot. I am now finally the proud owner of a rice cooker. I have never owned one in my life before yesterday. Isn't that crazy? And now I have one. Also, I was actually planning. Why is my like chat broken? It's like stuck. Hang on, I'm gonna reload it. It's not letting me scroll. Okay, there we go. I am actually planning on making a glasses toggle for my model. That is in the plan. I'll get to it when I get to it, I guess. 730-degree neck snap plot? Oh, it's about an IRL rice cooker. Isn't it so great, guys? I don't have to make it on the stove anymore like a loser. It's gonna make meal prep so much easier. Isn't that so great? Okay. Nobody cares about me and my brand new rice cooker. That's fine. That's fine. They're pretty awesome, especially if they're easy to clean. Yes, yes. So true. Better than a freaking, like, pot. That's for sure. It always sticks to it. How much was it? I don't know, like 25 or 30 bucks, I want to say. Like the cheapest one ever. It's not like, it's nothing special. It just like, it just felt weird to like buy an appliance. Cause like I live at home, right? Like with my family, aka the place where it's all furnished already, right? So it feels weird to just buy like a kitchen appliance and be like, we have this now. I bought it with my own money. But that's what I did. Because why the hell not? I swear I know the difference between there and there. Everywhere except Twitch. Well, rip. I've gotten so used to people who like don't know it just like at all. Um, it just doesn't faze me anymore. I will be grammar police sometimes though. Mainly just to like my close friends. If I'm texting them and they use the wrong there, I will. I might correct them. I might. I don't always because I don't want to be an asshole about it, but sometimes I do. Because I'm one of those people who knows the difference between like affect and effect. That's one that nobody knows, except for me apparently. Like I'm one of those grammar police people. Like I know all the little commonly confused words. Although there have been a couple words where I just don't know how to spell them. Like some words it took me so long to learn how to like spell them properly. Like the word exercise, I screwed that one up so long. For so long. I don't know why. Thank you for the hydrate. Belief, that's another one. I don't know if I struggle with belief as much, but yeah, I every time I would not know how to spell exercise. Oh, maneuver's a good one. I don't think I could spell that off the top of my head, but I also don't use that word ever. What's another one? Neighbor's kind of hard. I think I have that one down. Oh, I can't spell entrepreneur just because my like high school talked about it a lot, so I saw that word a lot. That is far too many adjacent vowels. I agree. That's sometimes like that's when they're hard. I think with exercise, I don't know. I like there's one of each like S sound in there. Why? I don't know. Like there's the X, there's the S, and there's a C. All, or is there? Maybe I'm getting it wrong again. I would always put all of them in there when I would spell it, and I would be wrong. Yes, there is. I had to type it out to make sure. Like, I hate that. Hors d'oeuvres, yeah. That one's silly. That's another word that I don't use, though. Like, I don't think I've ever typed that out in my whole life. So I've never had to... I've never misspelled it, because I've just never spelled it, period. There's other ones. I think I had trouble spelling gorgeous for a while. I think I have that one down too. That's one of the ones where I have to like think about it phonetically, and that's how I remember. Kind of like when you're writing Wednesday, but in your head you think Wednesday. I don't know if anyone else still does that, like as a fully grown adult. I do that every time I have to like spell Wednesday. In my head I go Wednesday. Not always, but a lot of times. Like some things I just... Oh, February, yeah. That's one. I don't think I've ever messed up February because I just know that it has the R in it, you know? But I can definitely see how that one would be very easy to like not remember. Especially if English isn't your first language. God, there's so many words that I just like... I can't blame someone for not knowing, like, or not remembering how certain things are spelled, because English is just so weird. I could not imagine having to learn English as a second language. Why is TikTok telling me I'm not active? I'm right here. It was like, stream will end in 5 minutes if you don't complete this puzzle. Weird. Isn't it strange though how we develop a sixth sense on how things should be spelled? Like February just looks wrong. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see it as wrong first, but I think it's also because just reading chat, I just kind of like glance over it and read it all. You know, I'm not looking specifically at every word. But if I were to type out February without the R, I would be like, that looks wrong. Like looking at the word now, I'm like, yeah, that does not look correct. I mean, it's just like muscle memory, basically. Like, or not muscle, just memory. Like, you know what that word kind of looks like, just in general. Oh, I think another one, kind of similar to exercise, access. That's one that I would also mess up on every so often, because it's got the doubles. Like unconscious memory. Yeah, it's just kind of there. Like it's not, yeah. I always second guess myself on whether there's two C's or not whenever I spell access. A lot of words just with the CS sound, I think. Or, yeah, no, access is, yeah. I don't know. It's weird. English is weird. I feel like I should learn a second language. I feel like I should. Feels like something a person should do at some point in their life, but also I don't think I'm built for language learning. First C is like CK and it's like, yeah, it's basically like an X. It's like an X sound, but they just do it with two C's. For some reason, I've been spelling juxtaposition as juxtaposition until literally a few months ago. That's in I mean, it's just like flipping around a couple letters. I feel like that's pretty easy to mistake. I think I would accidentally switch around the vowels when spelling beautiful. I think that's one that I used to mess up. Like a long time ago though. That one I've got now. But yeah, no, I legit only learned like fully how to spell exercise without having to double check it like maybe a couple weeks ago. No joke. I finally got it down. I don't know why that one, I just could never remember the order. I would always put a C after the X. I don't know why. That felt like how it was meant to be spelled. But it's not. But now I remember. Each S sound is like one letter instead of multiple. Have you ever... What? That is a crazy first message. I'm glad I kind of read messages in my head before reading them out loud. That's crazy. No. That has not happened to me. I don't even understand what that means. But it hasn't happened to me. Absolutely insane first message. Sorry, I just felt like being goober. Well then. You are welcome to be a goober, I guess. Just don't be too crazy with it. I feel like I have let quite a few things slide, especially in the TikTok chat. People are so out of pocket on TikTok. They think I won't see it, but I do. Or maybe they absolutely think I'll see it, and I do. And then that's the point. But, you know, always how's your day so far? It's okay. I feel like my day went by too fast. And I haven't gotten really anything done today. Which is unfortunate. But that's okay. I'm having a good stream. And that's been fun. I don't think I'm actually going to make any progress on this today. So how about we make this a just chatting stream? I feel like that's what this has been for the past hour and a half. So, you know. Might as well. That's basically what this is anyway. Let's head to the cafe. Here, and I'll switch the one. I'm not a glorp VTuber. This is just a toggle. But it is a glorp toggle that you guys can redeem. That would be fun, though. Yeah, I'm actually gonna adjust the, Is it actually a Reaper? I am. Here, I'm gonna... do I want to zoom in on this? On the TikTok one? Maybe I should leave it full screen for when people redeem stuff. That's probably better. I will scoot this over, though. Because why not? Okay. We are... I guess it could be co-working if I want it to be, but I'm gonna just leave it as just chatting. And I'm gonna change the title. We vibe, we vibe. Oh, I did promise, I don't remember who it was that I promised this to, but I did promise that we would do gambling today. So maybe we'll do that in a couple minutes. Maybe next ad break we'll do that and you guys can gambo while I'm on a break. Maybe then we'll gamba. Who was it that I promised we'd gamba? I don't remember. Maybe it was Reppy? Or was it Groomy? There was someone that last time they asked about gambling and I said probably not today because I was locking in and I promised we'd do it today. Was it Glim? It's kind of like a currency here. It's very related to like the world building and the lore. But the not complicated explanation is it's a type of currency and it also has some protective properties. Reppy with a P or reptile as the full name. I need to posture check myself. I'm slouching. Oh, did I miss a hydrate? No, that was a while ago. I'm going to hydrate though. I've been yapping so much. Yeah, I wish on TikTok there were more moderation tools. Like, I wish I could delete messages without blocking someone. And also, I think even when I do block someone, the messages aren't deleted, which is crazy. Also, welcome in. I do think I need mods, though, for that. I think that would be nice. I was thinking of opening mod applications, but I feel like I've just been so busy that I decided to kind of wait on it. Thank you. I worked very hard on my model. Yeah, I kind of intentionally didn't make it like that because that's not how I look IRL. Yeah. Also, that's not my vibe. I don't want to be a like gooner bait streamer. I don't. That's not my vibe. I'm just here to chill and have a good time. Oh, this song is so good. I love the song. I'm gonna turn it up. Just for me. I think the music's loud enough for you guys. I always wanted to be a VTuber, but I can't. Everyone can. I feel like don't got PC. That's fair. There are a lot of very affordable models, and you can always start with like a PNG tuber, or you can make your own. That's what I did. Yeah, it is difficult without computer equipment. I would know. I started streaming on. You can do it with your phone. It is harder though. It's very difficult to stream on your phone if you want to have like a legit overlay and stuff. I started streaming on a super shitty gaming laptop that could not run anything while live. It was terrible. I had this super old hand-me-down gaming laptop that I got from my brother because he didn't use it anymore. And with OBS open and streaming, I could not open pretty much any game. I could not open games. It would run at literally 2 frames per second, if not per several seconds. It was terrible. I could play like the most potato games ever, maybe, and I could draw. That was it. That's all I could do. And then eventually I got a proper computer, which is actually the same one I have currently. And it's been great, and I've upgraded my setup over time. I've got a better drawing tablet and just more monitors and better equipment, stuff like that. Just gotten much better. See you tomorrow. Thank you. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but if you want to see more of me, feel free to either just follow the TikTok, because I want to post more on here, and maybe join the Discord. You might have to come to the TikTok chat to find the Discord, though. Same goes for people in the Discord, I could speak in the Twitch chat. Here's that, and then also socials. I believe, since the last time I checked, we're almost at 400 followers on the TikTok. So if you want to help get there, you can. Understandable if you don't have a TikTok. Probably for the best. But if you do, feel free to drop a follow. Also, thank you for the dino. I don't know how the currency stuff works here, but I appreciate it. Maybe I should look into that more. I really don't know how that works. I think I've been live for an hour and a half already. Actually, it does feel like an hour and a half, but the way I've been able to yap for an hour and a half is kind of nuts. Usually we have much slower periods during the stream where I lock in for a bit. But I've been yapping nonstop. Right. I keep forgetting I was gonna do this. I want to make it so that when I redeem something, it'll actually put the drink on the counter. Good night, Remy! Have a good rest of your night. Sleep well. Hope you get some good rest. But yeah, like if I were to order a drink like that, I want to make it so that it appears on the counter next to me, like I actually have the drink. I think that would be nice. Feels a little more real that way, and then I can actually have the drink, you know. Or even just have a toggle to where like maybe my other hand has the drink in it or something, you know? Like a toggle like that. That would have to be something I do in Live 2D though. I would have to sort of set that up a bit differently. I also really like this song. I wonder what's gonna play next. Let me check the queue. I didn't listen to my Discover Weekly this week, I don't think. I need to do that. I'll find new music. Grant Perez! I love Grant Perez music! God, I want to see him live so bad. I feel like that'd be so much fun. Can you guys believe I've only ever been to one concert in my whole life? Only one. Kinda nuts. I need to change that. Crazy how I have so much to yap about when I have the art on screen. But then as soon as we do just chatting, it's silent. Nothing. Crickets. Been to exactly 0 concerts throughout my whole life. Yeah, the only concert I've ever been to was last year. It was about a year ago, actually. Now, which is kind of crazy. It feels so recent. And I had never been to one before that. And obviously I haven't been to one since. But it was fun. Very loud, though. I think next time I'll have to bring some, like, earplugs or something. Because it was very, very loud. But it was really small. It was just like this little room. It was just regular, like, standing. Like, no seats or assigned places or anything like that. Just, like, open room. Yeah, very, very small. Very nice. It was a lot of fun. I don't think I would want to go to, like, a really big concert. Because, like, you can't even see the artist. Like, you're just in a crowd. Like, I don't really get going to, like, super, super huge artists, like... I mean, I don't even listen to her, but I would never want to go to a Taylor Swift concert. Because what do you even do? Like, you're just in a sea of people, like a mile away from the singer, unless you have like floor seating where you're closer. And even if you're on like on the sort of ground level, if you're behind like a few rows of people, how the hell can you see? I don't get it. Also, it's so expensive. Oh my god. That's the main thing. Like, I'm sorry, why? I mean, no offense to anyone who's like paid a bunch to go to a concert, because I mean, if you really love an artist, then you really love an artist. But like, damn, never in my life will I pay like $300 for a freaking concert ticket. That's so nuts to me. Like, think of everything else you could do for that much money. Or more, you know, some people pay, you know, like upwards of $500 for a concert ticket. Some people travel, you know, take a flight and pay for the concert ticket and accommodations to like see someone. That's crazy to me. I've also been to exactly 0 sport events. I have been to a few like baseball games. It wasn't like voluntary though, to be honest. It was just when I was like a kid and I was just kind of dragged along. I've never been a big sports person. I think like if it was a sport I like genuinely understood and was interested in, maybe, because like I feel like, I don't know, watching volleyball is fun. Like I've seen some I guess like high school volleyball games, and that was fun. But that's because I actually understand that one. I've never been to a concert, but I bought about 5 tickets to a concert to give away to random people from a fan base of the artist whose concert it was. Interesting. Who's also my pal. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, interesting thing. If we go back to the main overlay, and if I turn this off and turn my lighting back on, because now I look crazy. You see up on that wall on top, there's a poster for the Rare Occasions, their newest album called Through Moonshot Eyes. That's the concert I went to, was their tour for that album release. And it was one of the first shows. It might have been, I don't think it was the first show. It was one of the first shows. I don't remember. So the album had just barely dropped. And so I was like, it was crazy. And it was weird because I didn't know what to do for the songs I didn't know yet, like the songs that were not out yet or like just came out. I didn't know what to do. But it was very fun and everyone was really nice. I actually went to the concert alone. I could not find someone who would go with me because none of my other friends like knew this artist. And most of them were not in town at the time. So I didn't have anyone to go with. So I just went on my own, and it was a pretty good time. I'm just glad I got to like just hang out and kind of enjoy the concert. Even if I didn't have any like close friends there. There was another person I was standing near who also went to the concert alone, and I sort of started up a conversation with him, and that was nice. We both kind of like chatted and bonded. I've only been to one paid public event, and it was a lecture. Oh my gosh. Was it a good lecture? I hope so. Also, I feel like at some point in the stream, I just start sitting so still. So the only thing that's moving on my model is the like the mouth and the eyes, and it looks so creepy. I gotta animate myself more so it doesn't look insane. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. I think I would be so upset if I like paid to go to someone's lecture or speech or something and it wasn't even good. That'd be crazy. This is another really good song. I like this song. Stanley's around. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Okay, maybe I should actually do some art or something. Cause like, I don't know. The yap is starting to turn into like awkward silence, I fear. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm indeed doing well. Yay! Love to hear it. Yeah, maybe I should like draw or something. Or it might end up just being a very, very short stream. But I don't like that. The accidental reply. Okay, I was wondering if I was like missing some context or something. I was going to like open up the thread to see what that message was. Yeah, it's gone from yapathon to maybe I should try to draw or something because I'm slowing down. I'm running out of things to talk about. I do think I'm going to work on the Tay art because the idea of working on something that I am obligated to do simply is just not working out in my brain right now. Don't worry, I'm here to yap. Yay! Thank goodness. I also think just having art on the screen is probably beneficial. Makes me feel like I'm doing something even when I'm not. Let me pull this stuff back up. Maybe I'm gonna like scooch down the tablet a little bit, I think. Which damsel is in need of a huh? Am I missing something? Move that down. Anyone having that annual Minecraft addiction yet? Not yet. We'll see. But good luck on learning how to build the automatic railway. Master Oogway can go become turtle soup. What? And this wouldn't be an accident. Oh my gosh. You guys are silly. See? This is what happens. As soon as I pull up the art, everyone's yapping again. I don't know how it happens. We go to the other screen and we do just chatting. Silence. Crickets. I open up the art. Yap. Why? As soon as I'm like, yeah, I've only been yapping this whole time. Let's make this a just chatting stream instead. Because I haven't done anything. But as soon as I open the art, it's like, we're conversating again. Eye contact is difficult. You know what? That might be it. When I'm just sitting here alone on the screen, maybe it's that thing where it's like, it's scary or something. But as soon as I have stuff on the screen, we're back to the yapathon. It's back. No. Not at all, actually. Why are people on TikTok so out of pocket? Taz is terrifying. Maybe IRL. Maybe. I hope my model isn't terrifying. The lecturer is not only a professor in one of the top universities of our country, but also a YouTuber with over 2 million subscribers. So yeah, he knows how to make an audience interested in his material. Very cool. That's good. TikTok is a different breed. True. People are just so out of pocket. Truly. It's like they think I won't see it. But I do. Every time. Most of the time. That's the thing I keep talking about, though, is people are so out of pocket. There needs to be better moderation tools on TikTok. Because the moderation tools suck. They're so bad. That's one thing Twitch is, like, so good about. They have such good moderation tools. Like, they make it so easy to just, like, ban someone when they need to be banned or whatever. It just doesn't exist on TikTok. I'm sorry, it's garbage. It's usable. Barely. If it was that bad, I just wouldn't stream on TikTok at all. I just wouldn't do it. But it is bearable. I do definitely need better moderation tools, though. First Glim! Hell yeah. Moderation tools are great. No, the moderation tools just aren't there, actually. Like, I can't... Like, if I go in... I can't delete a message. Like, a singular message. I can't do that. I can block them. I can mute them. But I have to go through a menu to do both of those things. Like, I can't just... Oh, you mean Twitch. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna be so for real. I don't think the TOS is that bad. I think they could be better with certain things. I think certain things could be more clear, but I also think they intentionally make certain things vague so that you err on the side of safety rather than trying to, like, toe the line, you know? Because if they put these rules down to a T, people are gonna intentionally find loopholes. Yeah, it's Tay. We can do another Tay shout out. Oh. Hey, look who it is. Whoa, that's so crazy. Who is that? What the heck? That's so crazy. Who is that? That just came back in. What? Anyways, let's work on this art a little bit. Or something. I need to merge these layers. I was working on some weird, like, I don't know why this has 4 different layers. It's just a sketch. Probably because I was struggling on the hands so much. Which I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, shit. I clicked delete instead of merge. That would be bad if I didn't have Control Z. There we go. And I also have the other doodle on the same canvas. Look at that. I should color that one too, low-key. Maybe. Maybe I'll do that. I feel like someone's a little... That right hand... Wait, which right? This one? It's just the perspective being kind of weird, but also I've definitely messed it up. We'll redo it. Yeah, who's right? Our right or his right? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, this one's pretty good. That's because I took a picture of my own hand and used it as a reference. This one, I was looking at a different picture reference, and it's a little messy. I don't know why that one turned out so bad. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go because it's 11:32 a.m. and probably need to go take a walk or something because sitting at home all day isn't good for your health. You're so real for that. Go take that walk. Go touch some grass. It's very important. Very important. I don't know what to start with. That's the problem with having a sketch where I'm like, I wasn't really sure of everything. And also a sketch with crazy perspective. I don't even know where to start. I guess with the face. Oh, 11 hours ahead of me. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of hours ahead. What's that? 13 hours ahead of me? Something like that? I think so. Okay, now I'm curious. What time is it for everyone? What time zones are you guys in? I feel like I ask this every so often, so I kind of know for some people, but not for everyone, obviously. We've got some new peeps here. The Twilight Zone, real. Why is this brush so big? And why does this jaw not look right? 12:34, yeah. You guys can see what time it is for me. It's right on the overlay. The forbidden time zone. Yeah, hang on. I think I need to pull up a ref. Let me find Tay's ref. I want to get the hair right. I did so much yap, my voice is dying. How do just chatting streamers do it? Me and my, like, hello lurker filled stream. Like, silent for half of it. I just, like, lock in. And nobody says anything. Should probably sleep soon. Maybe. Depends on how, like, not messed up your sleep schedule is. Surprisingly, mine is not that messed up, so we probably won't go too long today. Yeah, hang on, chat. Let me sheep. Let me sheep it up. The way I legitimately have 3 whole monitors and still cannot find room for some things. Like, I still have to switch between tabs. That's crazy. Although I don't think I'm using my 3rd monitor to its true potential. I kind of just have my streaming app up on that one. It's kind of far away. I have to, like, ugh, look so far away. To see what's going on that one. That's my, like, enrichment corner monitor, basically. Queenie! Thank you for the resub! Welcome in, welcome in. 9 months is crazy. That's a lot of months. Oh, hang on, let me pull up the navigator so that you guys can see. That's a whole baby. I was gonna say that. But then I figured it might sound weird, but since you guys don't apparently think it's weird, then yeah, that's a whole baby. That's a sub baby. Okay, let me open up the navigator. That's almost a year. That's more than a week. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, there we go. There's the navigator. Maybe I should put it on this side. I'll leave it over here. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. That way you guys can see what the whole thing is supposed to look like. Back to lurk mines. Okay. Look, Queenie. Have a good lurk. Yeah, I don't think today's stream will be all that long, to be honest. I imagine it'll be quite short, actually, compared to my usual length of stream. Just because I started so late. But maybe we'll have maybe we'll have an extra stream on Saturday or something, because I don't have anything going on Saturday at the moment. Here comes a serious question. How are your 3 monitors set up? Just aligned horizontally. So basically 2 of them are like directly in front of me. On a little like shelf riser thing. And then the other one's kind of more off to the side. That one's mounted on the wall. Yeah, like a huge curved monitor. It used to be where the 3rd one was positioned on top. So like up above the other 2. But I can't do that now because I have a loft bed. So I don't have room to put anything more vertically. Why is my model frozen? That's bad. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Did VTube Studio crash? Whoa. Stream is still up. Hang on, I'm gonna close and reopen VTube Studio. You have that one vertical. I actually don't have any of them as vertical. For whatever reason. I don't know. Vertical monitor feels weird to me. Doesn't feel right. I'm now reopening VTube Studio. Hopefully it doesn't die again. Also, I mean, I guess I have room. It's for Twitch chat. Well, I mean, I look at Twitch chat just through on OBS. Like, I just have it on OBS. I don't feel the need to have it, like, popped out on another monitor entirely. I see some people have, like, Discord pulled up on it. It just feels weird. I'm too used to horizontal. I don't think I'd be able to do that. It would just feel wrong to me. Yeah, I technically, I guess, have 4 monitors, actually. Because I have the 3 monitors positioned how they are, and then I have my drawing tablet, which is technically also a monitor because it's a display tablet. You don't read articles or papers on a vertical monitor? I don't do anything on a vertical monitor. Because, I don't know, I'm used to it being horizontal. Also, my 3rd monitor is, like, way off to the side, it feels like. Like, I feel like I need to draw this so that you guys can understand better. This is like my setup. Monitor 1. This is the one that I put OBS on. So there's like chat here, whatever. Other controls. Monitor 1. Okay. Monitor 2. These are both on my desk on the little riser thing, right? That's not the shape of a monitor. And they're both kind of angled a little bit, but not really. And then I put my phone with VTube Studio right here on a little stand. Okay. That's the main setup. And then drawing tablet is here. and keyboard is here, mouse is here. That's main setup. Third monitor is mounted on the wall over here. I am aligned, centered with this stuff, right? Perched right in the middle of those two monitors. This one's off to the side. I don't like having to turn my whole head to like look at this monitor. So this is where I put extra things that I just have to have open, or things that I'm like just kind of referencing from time to time. So at the moment, I have, you know, OBS open here. I usually have some other stuff open here, like references, my browser, Discord. That's all here. This is the primary monitor, so it's got like the taskbar. And then this is the extra one. So I actually just have my stream app open on here. And sometimes if I have like an enrichment corner, I'll put that there. So this entire the screen monitor is just my app, actually. There, that's the app. Inception. So I don't actually really ever look at this monitor unless I really have to. I use these. This is more for things I need OBS to capture, so I need to have them open, but I don't look at them. Because the app has to be full screen, like full screen, not like windowed. And that hides the taskbar, and I like being able to access my taskbar. So that goes in the like timeout monitor, basically. that goes on the other monitor. I also have, you see how this window is captured. That's popped out. That's not like in the studio. That's also on that monitor. So that's just where I put things that I don't actively look at, and I don't want them to be like in my way when I'm working on other things, but I need OBS to capture it. That's where I put all that stuff. It's this monitor off to the side. And yeah, this one's mounted with like a little arm on the wall, and then these ones are just normal. People have been weirded out by me for having my keyboard and mouse set up like this, like beside my drawing tablet. People don't like that for some reason. I don't know why. It's very normal to me. But I think it's also because people are like, so you have to like reach all the way over here. Like, if I were to play a game on my computer, that's basically how it is. Except it's not that far apart, you know, like it's not, my tablet isn't that big, you know, it's more like my arms are still bent pretty naturally. The only problem is my my keyboard ends up oftentimes getting kind of tucked behind the tablet. Like, a couple buttons will be sort of obscured. So when I want to, you know, type something, I have to kind of like bend my wrist around the drawing tablet in order to reach these buttons in the corner. Like, you know, this is me, and this is me trying to reach. It's quite awkward. But it's fine. I don't really care. Yeah, that's my desk setup. Maybe I'll send a picture of it in the Discord sometime. I feel like I have before, but who can say? I'm not sure. Thank you for the hydrate. I definitely need it. I can feel my voice dying. And I didn't take a break during the ad break. I was too busy yapping. Just water. Oftentimes I'll have something else with me, but today's just water. Very cold water though, so it's probably not helping my voice much. I hear ice water is usually not very helpful. Do you like cola? I don't really drink a lot of soda. My family kind of doesn't buy it, so I've gotten just used to not ever drinking it. So every so often when I do have it, I'm just like not used to it. I'm like, wow, this kind of tastes weird. Like I'm just so not used to it. I'm just realizing I made his sort of like things way too short. It's kind of supposed to like rest on his nose. I don't want to obscure the eyes though. You have a healthy family. We try. Mostly drink cola on New Year's celebrations. That makes sense. Yeah, like I'll have it from time to time. I think it's just like I've just gotten so used to not having like soda that I don't know. It would just be weird now if I had it regularly. I do often drink like powdered, you know, gamer drink, whatever the heck, whatever brand of choice. Just because it has like a bunch of vitamins in it and I need caffeine to function. And I don't always want to have to make coffee, so it's an easy way for me to like stay hydrated and have my fix of caffeine. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of like dilute it a lot. So it's like mostly water and I'm just kind of getting like a little bit of caffeine throughout the whole day. Ah, welcome in! Thank you for the raid! I stream Final Fantasy. Let's go. I have never played a Final Fantasy game in my life, but I hope it was very fun. Welcome in, welcome in! Thank you for the raid. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. For all the raiders, I'm Kaz. I do a lot of art and live 2D work. Today we're working on a doodle I started. Oh crap, I just reloaded my chat. That's okay. I can still see you guys. It's the same hotkey to reset the rotation and to reload. Control R. This is the art we're working on. Kind of. I've not made any progress today. I've kind of just been yapping the whole time. This has been much more of a just chatting screen. Or stream, I mean, sorry. Than it has been an art stream. But we vibe. I usually do art or co-working though. I made everything you see on screen all by myself. And my my stream setup that you see here is actually in an app that I coded. So if you know anything about Godot or any game engine, I made this stuff in that. So if you see, you know, that rain in the background, that UI on the bottom that shows the time and the current song, I did that. Very fun. And all the alerts, so the raid alert you saw is within the app. It was fun until I find out that I'm painfully under level for the final boss. Oh no! Well, you'll get there. Just a little more grinding, I guess. I like this song. Would recommend to try a Final Fantasy game at least once, although 3 wouldn't be my first choice. There's so many now. There's so many of them. That's such a low number. I'm not used to, like, if somebody raids in and they've been playing Final Fantasy, I'm used to it being, like, 14 or something. I had to like read the Roman numerals a few times to be like, is that really 3? Played Final Fantasy 14 2 or -2. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Playing all of them in order. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's a lot of games to get through. 15 and 16 are good. Yeah, I've also heard some about those as well. Probably because they're more recent. Yeah, I feel like I hear about 14 a lot. I think maybe is that like the most popular one or something? Guys, I'm not a gamer. I don't know anything about this stuff. But I feel like 14 is like the one that really blew up. 14 is the MMO. Okay, that makes sense. So it's just like a different sort of style from the other ones then maybe? A VTuber, not a gamer. I'm an artist. I play games sometimes, but not very often at all. I really don't like know anything about games, which is very ironic considering I made my stream setup in a game engine. But yeah, I don't really know anything about games. Except for Breath of the Wild. I could talk about that for 10 million years. My favorite game of all time. Yeah, I didn't grow up playing a lot of computer games at all. Pretty much only like Wii games and then the Switch when it came out. I had an Xbox for a very short period of time when I was younger. Never had a PlayStation. So I don't have a lot of game experience. Have you tried Tears of the Kingdom? I have. I did. I didn't get very far. It kind of like, I don't know. By the time I wanted to play it, I mean, I wanted to play it. I got it on release. But I didn't get into it as much. I don't know. That one, I finished like all the memories and all that stuff. But I didn't finish the full story. And what ended up happening was I got really busy. Like there was a period of time where I got really, really busy. And so I wasn't playing any games at all. And so I went back to Tears of the Kingdom. Like, yeah, I want to play this again. It's been a bit and I never finished it. And I was in the middle of some sort of puzzle. No clue what I was supposed to do next. Absolutely had zero memory of how I had gotten there and what I was supposed to do next. So I kind of just ran around a little bit and was like, I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. And then I closed the game because, like I said, I could not remember what I was meant to do. I was completely lost. So I just closed the game and I haven't touched it since. Also because my Switch is a little bit broken. Not fully, I can still play games on it, but the fan is broken. So I have to use an external little like attachment to make sure it doesn't overheat. It's dumb, but I don't want to buy a new one because that also feels dumb. Am I live at least? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. If you don't have money to buy, it's really easy to emulate, especially 3DS and older. Very true. Very true. Man, I have my Wii still. I still have my Wii. But there's some games that I never had on the Wii, so I just emulated them on my computer. And that's how I played Rhythm Heaven, and that was really fun. I had a good time playing Rhythm Heaven. It was low-key hard, but very fun. I want to play Rhythm Heaven again. Low-key. That was fun. I never played any Zelda games on the Wii, though. We never bought them. I don't know why. That was just something we didn't end up getting, I guess. Yeah, I think they did nuke some of the older, like, very, very well-known ones. But there's always new ones coming out to fill the gap. So I feel like it's not something to be worried about. It's kind of like anime sites. Every like, I don't know, like once a year or so, or 2 years, a bunch of them will just get nuked. And then new ones come back, you know. Yuzu and Ryunjix are gone, but now there's Eden and some other ones for Switch. I might need to check out some of the Switch emulators, because there's some games I never got on the Switch. All the files are still up for download. Yeah, it makes sense. I didn't know about those emulators. I had a Wii one. I think it also worked for other stuff, though. I want to say it's still downloaded on my computer. I could probably go back and play Rhythm Heaven again if I wanted to. Yeah, I grew up playing the Wii. And then we got the Switch when it came out in, what, 2017? Do people respect Nintendo games more than Nintendo themselves? Do they? Actually, no, you're right. Sorry. I feel like when you talk about respecting games, usually pirating is not part of that conversation. Like, respecting games is more like people actually paying for them. But then, you know, they're pricing games at what, $80 now for the Switch 2? Is it 80 or 90? I think it's 80. I don't know. I didn't buy the Switch 2 because they pissed me off with the pricing. I was like, no, I'm not freaking doing that. That's dumb. 80 for digital, 90 for physical. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the main reason why I didn't buy a Switch 2. Even if you get a good deal with the bundle or whatever, I could not care less. Like, that's so absolutely ridiculous, and I won't support pricing games like that. Even if I want to play the new Mario Kart so bad, I cannot justify $80 for a game. That's so ridiculous. Especially when it's clearly like so possible to not price them ridiculously. And you can make so much money that way because more people will be able to buy your game if it's affordable. Like, you make up for the difference just in numbers of people buying it, you know? Because, like, obviously the diehard fans are still gonna buy it even if it's like a $100 game or something. But, like, there are so many people who can't afford something like that, you know, and they're just not going to get it because of that. But if you price it affordably, then more people can get your game. And it's a digital product. So it's not like it's a problem if more people are buying it, you know? Like, it's a digital item. There's no way Steam can make games like 90% off after a year, but Nintendo games don't go on discount. See, that's the other thing. If a game is literally like 5 years old, why is it full price? Why in the world are you pricing it at full price? That's nuts. That's absolutely insane. Like, because the value just is not the same, you know? I mean, I guess an argument can be made that it is the same, but like, I don't know. It's just like, especially if you have new technology, like now that there's the Switch 2, you would think that Switch 1 games would be cheaper because it's, you know, like older technology, but no. It's not. It's dumb. $90 is like 46 full meals in my country. That's crazy. I live in an area where living expenses are quite high. So $90 doesn't get you quite that much, but $90 is still a lot of money. And I'm not willing to pay that much for Mario Kart or whatever. It's just not worth it to me. There's so many other fun games. And also, the fact that, like, at this point, I hardly even touch my Switch because I'm so busy with everything else in my life. Like I said, I'm not really a big gamer. It is very easy for me to go without a game. Like, I'll live, you know. There are some people who, like I said, are super diehard fans and like that. I guess. But I'm not a big gamer, like at all. I very easily can find other ways to entertain myself. Um, so it's crazy to me that they're getting away with this. Play Garfield Kart. Oh my gosh. I'll play the Sega one. They put Miku in it. I'm down for that one. I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna BRB. It'll only be a couple minutes. And we'll come back and maybe draw some more or yap more. I don't know. We'll see if I make any progress on this today at all. Getting away with it because people keep buying them like Apple and iPhones. True. True. I think Silksong releasing for 20 bucks and like crashing every single game platform ever. Hopefully that brings some change. I know like AAA is different from indie, you know, like it's a kind of a different world, but I'm hoping less people stand for ridiculously priced games. And start just not buying games that are super expensive. Like it's that easy. You just don't buy it. Player Obscure Expedition is 33 and also 50 bucks. Oh, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is also 50 bucks and blows almost everything out of the water. Some games, they can kind of get away with being expensive just by the pure content of it. Like, Baldur's Gate is really expensive, but I've seen playthrough of that game, and I can kind of, like, get where they're coming from. Like, I can sort of understand 60 bucks for a game, but that's, like, the cap. That is the cap for me. I will not pay more than that for a game. Like, that's still so much money for a digital product. Like, that's crazy. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna take a quick BRB. Quick break. And then we'll come back and yap some more about whatever your, I don't know, video game takes are, or whatever. Yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm back. Yeah, I was only gone for like a couple minutes. I feel like I should draw something, but I don't know. Too much yap. I'm down for the yap though. I like the yap. And apparently I'm just incapable of multitasking. Minecraft is only 30 bucks and still one of the best games ever. I agree. I never got super into Minecraft. Like I wasn't a huge Minecraft person, I guess, but like I said, I wasn't a big games person, period. But I mean, yeah, like the hype is completely valid and Minecraft is a great game. And it's great that it's only 30 bucks. The fact that I said only before that is wild though. I think $30 is a very reasonable price for Minecraft. I don't think I would ever want to pay more for it, actually. Like, if somebody said Minecraft was $45, I would be so not happy. Like, that just sounds so, like, evil to make it more expensive. Because that's one of the games that should be accessible. You know, I feel like Minecraft is just one of those games that, like, everyone plays at least once in their life, you know? So, if it were, like, super expensive, that would just be insane to me. Man, I'm drinking so much water, and my voice still feels like it's starting to die. At least I don't really have anything going on tomorrow, so I can rest my voice a bit. There are a lot of hype for cinematic type games, but games like Minecraft are the true essence of games. Yeah, I agree. Like things that are very, I guess just like sandbox style games, I think are so, so important, you know? Like things where you can just kind of explore your creativity and have fun in that way. The hours of fun Minecraft provides, I would still happily pay 60 bucks. But yeah, that's because you already know how good Minecraft is, you know? That's because you already know. Reporting in from Malaysia, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. What was I gonna say? Yeah, because you already know how good Minecraft is, and you've already had probably countless hours of playtime and fun and good experiences. But like, you know, for the random 10-year-old who's hardly played any, I mean, obviously nowadays a 10-year-old's probably played like 30 games, but you know what I'm getting at. Like, for some random kid, you know, you want it to be an affordable game because like otherwise you're not gonna have those crazy memories. It's gonna be like just another game that's 60 bucks, you know? Like there's something about Minecraft and its reputation, I think, that just doesn't allow it to be an expensive game. Because in concept, it's so simple, you know? Like, it's, you know, like, conceptually, it's a simple game. You know, it's a block game. So I feel like it should be priced like that, even though it's so complicated now and there's so many extra things now. Like Minecraft is just Minecraft, you know? Like it's just one of those like base level video games. It shouldn't be super expensive. Even if the experiences you've gotten from the game would allow it to be priced higher, it just shouldn't be. I just could not imagine a world where Minecraft is $60. That I don't even know what I'd do. That sounds so crazy to me. Like that just, we can't allow that to become reality. I think, yeah, but with those big cinematic games and big games with like really long integrated stories, like Breath of the Wild or Baldur's Gate or whatever, I think those ones make sense to me to be priced a little bit higher. Because there's just so much detail in it, you know? Just so much. So like those ones kind of make sense to me. I don't think any game should be $80 though. I think that's dumb. And also because games these days are so unfinished, I feel like I'm always hearing about games coming out, like AAA games, you know, or games with large studios, not just like little indie things, like large studio games coming out, and they're just full of bugs and issues, or it's unfinished, and they're like, we're coming out with more DLC later, that you know, here's the release date, and then we're also doing DLC a couple months later, so that you can get a complete experience for the game. And it's like, bro, what? Like, you are a freaking AAA studio with 2,000 employees or whatever, and you can't come out with a finished game on launch? That's insane. And it's $70 or $60? Bro. Baldur's Gate 3 and Zelda are still very freedom and gameplay and fun. I know. Those are just the ones that I've seen gameplay of or played personally. I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, but I know a lot of friends who've played it. Yeah, there's a lot of games that are very, like, not necessarily, like, story-oriented, but that have just tons of detail in it in that sort of way. Where the gameplay is, like, a little bit less sandboxy and a little bit more guided by like an overarching story. I know Minecraft has a story, like, you know, you go do all the things and then you kill the Ender Dragon, but like I feel like so many players that isn't the focus. Like they're building epic houses and stuff like that, rather than doing all the other stuff. Sorry, yawn. I don't know if I was going anywhere specific with that, but whatever. Point is, games should not be more than $60 ever. I don't believe in that. I think that's insane. And the fact that people today are willing to pay $90 for a game is insane to me. I don't know how to believe that. Lots of AAA games are dying because of their greed. Good. Good riddance, honestly. I know they've come out with a lot of crazy good games or whatever, but like they need to learn that they can't do that. They can't be coming out with these shitty games and then charging $60 for it when indie studios are coming out with these incredible games that you can play for so cheap. And I'm not just talking about like Silksong or whatever, you know, like there's been so many just incredible indie games or like small studio games where you just get it for dirt cheap. And then it's like, it changes your life or something, you know? Like, I know the game Journey was done by a studio, but that game was so cheap and one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely am obsessed with Journey. Sky, I didn't really play as much. I didn't like the gameplay of it quite as much, but Journey, one of my favorite games of all time. And it's so cheap. It's also short. It's not a long game. Like, you can finish a full playthrough of it in like one sitting. But the replayability on it is incredible. The new Assassin's Creed Shadow has a level that you encounter early on in the game, but you can't beat it with early game level unless you buy what? That's nuts. Like, why are game studios so freaking greedy now, man? Like, ugh. Late stage capitalism or something. I don't know. It's because they've just gotten away with hiking up prices for so long. It's just like, yeah, inflation or whatever. Like, bro, if everything else is already so expensive, maybe the one thing you should do is not make your game crazy expensive. Because then nobody can freaking afford it because everything else is so expensive. Like, I don't understand the thought process, but they know people are still gonna buy it, I guess. Because you have these, you know, like, for lifers with these games, especially like certain series. What's your top 5 games? That is a great question. Right now I can think of top 2, which is Breath of the Wild and Journey. Let me think of other games I've really liked. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not much of a gamer. Let me pull up Steam. Just see what there is. I really liked Grizz. If you know that game was really, really good. I feel like there's been other games I've played that also were just like so cool to me that I just absolutely loved. I think those were the main ones that were just like really, really good to me. Like, I just really loved the story and the gameplay a lot. I guess like honorable mentions, just games I liked. Neon White was really cool. The music in that game is freaking awesome. It Takes Two was really fun. I played that like last year. Some of the like friend slop games that have come out in the past couple years. I know that word makes it sound like I don't like it, but I really do like kind of games like that. I don't know if I could like name it as one of my favorite games because it is kind of one of those things where it's just fun like with friends because your friends are funny or whatever. It's not really one of those things where it's like I played this game on my own and it changed my life. But yeah. It would be Minecraft, GTA, San Andreas, Baldur's Gate 3, Skyrim, Fallout New Vegas, and Portals 2. Nice, nice. I've only played Minecraft out of all of those games. I want to play Baldur's Gate 3. I never got around to buying it because it was so expensive. Or is so expensive. And also, I haven't been buying very long games recently. Because a lot of games, usually the only time I have to play it is on stream. And if it's a really long game, I will not finish it. Like, I was playing Cult of the Lamb on stream, never finished that game. Really fun, never finished it. Ooh, that's another game I like. Death's Door. That game was really, really good. little hidden gem of a game. I really liked that game. I don't know if it's like life-changing, but I enjoyed it very much. Breath of the Wild, I have well over 300 hours in Breath of the Wild. But that was a game I played on my own time. I did not ever play that game on stream. And also I had free time when I first started playing that game. Yeah, I think I have over 300 hours in my main playthrough of that game, and then I started a new playthrough and got a good amount of time on that one as well, but I don't know how many hours on that one because it wasn't connected to like a Nintendo account, so I can't see. But yeah, recently I haven't really been buying very long games because I won't finish it. I just won't. I've over 2,000. Wow, that's a lot. I need to check how many hours I have in Breath of the Wild again, honestly. It's been a while since I looked. Yeah, 300 is like a low estimate because I remember seeing over 300 in like 2020 or something. So it's been a long time since then. But also, I haven't played Breath of the Wild that much since then. Oh, both those got sent at the same time. That's not supposed to happen. Anyways. Yeah, obsessed with Breath of the Wild. I have this book called Creating a Champion, which is, it shows a lot of the like development art from it, the concept art and stuff, as well as a lot of notes and things about the creation of the game. Friggin' awesome. Oh my god. I love that book. I've flipped through it so many times. It's so freaking cool. It is massive. Absolutely incredible. I know I've only been streaming for like 2.5 hours-ish, a little longer than that. I think we might start to wrap up pretty soon though, because I can definitely feel my voice just absolutely dying. Is there any game that is not well received and people generally dislike it, but you like it? I don't know. I feel like I haven't really played games that people don't like. I'm not sure. Oh, A Short Hike was another really cute game. I like that one. Like I said, I'm not a big gamer, so if I am gonna get a game, I'd say it's usually a game that is well received, generally. There have been a lot of hate on like the friend slop games I've seen. Like when Repo came out and those kinds of things, people were kind of hating on those because they were like, it's just clip farming or whatever they were saying because they don't have any friends to play with. I quite enjoy those games. I'm not a big like scary game person, so I didn't get as into Repo as like a lot of other people did. But I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't actually buy what is it? Lethal Company? That's one I didn't end up buying, but I've seen a lot of my friends enjoy that one. I'm trying to think if there's like actually any games I've played that people don't like that I like. I feel like if anything, it's just games that I've enjoyed that are generally well received by the players, and there's just like a few valid complaints about the game. And I don't think that counts. I don't think I've played anything that people just like don't like, but I like. I don't know, do you guys have any games that you really liked but other people didn't like? Or any hot takes? Gonna go eat lunch? Enjoy your lunch! Yeah, maybe I'll start finding someone to raid. Might be a good idea. See, I can definitely feel my voice like dying. Lots of people hated Mafia 3, but I like it. Okay. Your username reminded me. I want to play Stanley Parable. The game seemed really cool. I did watch like the deluxe version, like the new version. I watched a playthrough of that. Don't remember what happened, so I could definitely play it and like it be, you know, a fresh experience. Gab, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I was low-key just about to end, but that's okay. We can hang out for a bit. Welcome in, welcome in. How's your stream? Got any art tags? Played it back in 2013. Wow, I can speak. 2013, and it surprised me seeing it somehow gain popularity and interesting. Oops, sorry. No, don't worry about it. I appreciate the raid. We might end up just making it a raid train. More people for whoever we raid next, right? Got any art tags? Got any art tags to share? If not, you got anything you're proud of that you would like to share with the class? Did you know Stanley Parable was originally a Half-Life 2 mod in 2012? No, I did not know that. May not have art tags this time. I mean, you don't have to share anything if you don't want to. But if you would like, feel free to drop a link to anything you'd like to promote, anything you're proud of, just anything, period. Whatever you would like. But yeah, for anyone coming in that hasn't seen me before, I'm Kaz, a Grim Reaper VTuber in the Nexus, and I do a lot of art and live 2D stuff. Today we kind of haven't done anything at all because I've been yapping the whole time, but I have this sketch of Taehungi and a model for Zay that I was gonna work on. I didn't really do anything on this today, but it's open because I was planning on working on it and then I didn't. Yeah, look at her. Isn't she such a cutie? Let's see. Let's see the Gab art. Oh, I don't have my browser source. I must have accidentally deleted it. Let me create a new browser source. Copy this link. Wow. Whoa, wait. Who is that? They look so cool. Squishy! Here, let me crop this and make it bigger. That's so sick. Gab, your, like, rendering is insane. Legitimate. Like, the way you add so many different colors, like, into the rendering just looks so freaking cool. I'm so obsessed with it. That's so sick. Like, on all the fabric and stuff. Eating that shit up every single time. And like on the background too. Ugh. Delicious. Love making stuff hollow. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. Yeah, everyone go follow Gab. Their art is like the best, honestly. So freaking epic and awesome. Every single time I'm just like amazed. Absolutely nuts. Lighting colors. This is so cool. I always love colors and iridescence. Yeah, exactly. It's so good. I love it. But yeah, I forgot to do my like proper introduction, I guess. Yeah, I do a lot of art and live 2D stuff. I also made my whole game. I mean, I made my whole stream in a game engine. Sorry, my brain might be a little bit fried. So everything you see on screen right now is in an app I made in Godot. So, you know, for example, that rain in the background and the UI on that side with the time and the current song playing and all of my alerts, and we have other locations too. All that was made and coded by me. I learned how to code to make this because I had zero knowledge before on anything programming related. But I learned and I did it and I made and rigged my own model. I did all the things. So yeah. And then anything I didn't do myself is credited below. So if you were curious about any of that, it is there. But yeah. Squishy, thank you. Yeah, this is for Zay. They were the winner of the giveaway I ran for model art. Sorry, she's missing her hands. The sleeves are gonna cover all of that, basically, so don't worry about it. But yeah, I just, off stream, I started on, like, the torso and rendered her sweater and stuff. And I was planning on drawing the sleeves today, but I didn't get around to it because I was too busy yapping. I definitely should have switched this to, like, just chatting category at some point. Thank you, Squishy, thank you. Yeah, I did actually adjust the proportions a little. You can see in the sketch here, like, I made the head a little bit smaller. And just adjusted some of the proportions because I guess one thing that happens when you aren't looking at something for, like, you know, like 2 days or so, you come back to it and you're like, wow, that looks weird. And that's exactly what happened to me. So I came back to it after a couple of days of not being able to work on it, and I was like, wow, these proportions look very off. So I made the head a little bit smaller, a little bit less wide. I feel like the head was very wide before. Didn't like that. Just kind of adjusted the legs a little bit, stuff like that. Mostly had to do with, like, the face and head, though. So I fixed it. Adjusted sort of the placement of some of the hair. Coming back with fresh perspective is so good for us, but man, sometimes it feels like a new piece. Dude, like, there was so much I wanted to go back and change. Even now, like, I kind of want to redo some things, but I just can't. Like, I can't. I don't have time to, you know, restart anything. Liquify tool has been my savior. Truly. There's a lot of gaps in the art for the arms. I need to go back and fix that. You can't see my cursor. There we go. Need to fill all that in because I kind of adjusted things. Yeah, I was like, wow, this looks crazy. This is the sketch, by the way. Honestly, I think if I kept the facial proportions like this, it would have been fine. I just kind of messed it up along the way somehow to where her face got a little bit wider. Maybe it's the way the hair is laying. I think that might be part of it. I don't know, but something got a little weird, and then I gotta go back and fix it. I don't mind it. I like how I did the eyes, but yeah, I feel like things needs to come in a little bit. Anyways, Twitch is telling me that ads are gonna run soon, so I think we shall skedaddle before that happens. I'm gonna snooze them so they don't go for another 5 minutes. Kaz on the training arc to go pro. To me, you're already there. Thank you, Squishy. Yeah, I think I don't know, not to be like pretentious or whatever, but I think the quality of my art, at least for like model art specifically, isn't bad, you know? Like, I'm quite proud of the work I did on my model and the rig for it and stuff. There are some things that I would like to adjust even now. But, you know, I did a lot to try and make it like similar quality to quote unquote pro, you know? I think because also I've spent a lot of time looking at like professionally done live 2D models and like just like, you know, from like the super popular artists and riggers and stuff. And like I've just spent so much time looking at it that I kind of know what a good model looks like now. So I just worked so hard to try and replicate that because in my mind, you know, I know what a good model looks like and I had that expectation for myself going in. So if my rig didn't look like that, I wouldn't be able to stream with it because I would see all the weird things about it. So I just kind of did it. And here we are. There are some weird things with the rig. Like if I were to open up Live 2D now, the face angles actually are a little weird at the extremes. But I don't turn my head that far, like ever. And even if I do, I have something called augmented physics where when I turn, it kind of bounces back a little bit instead of going to the full, like the full extent of the angle. So you don't really get that weirdness at the extreme angles because it just doesn't go that far. But I think the thing I worked hardest on, which is very ironic because you can't see it 90% of the time, is the body angles. So if I get rid of all this crap and, you know, zoom out a bit, like the delay, that slight delay when I like turn my head, then the chest follows and then the hips and then the legs, like slight delay, I worked very hard on to make it look right. Just like all those physics when things move, even like leaning forward a bit when I kind of go down. I think I probably could have loosened that up a bit, made it less of a forward lean because it does kind of look wonky when I'm zoomed in. You know, it looks like I'm very hunched over when I like lean down. But yeah, I worked quite hard on the body movement for the model, which is so ironic because you can't see it 90% of the time unless I intentionally show it off. So silly. But yeah, I think we should probably call it here because I can feel my voice just dying so much. Let me find someone to raid. I'm not cool. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Alright. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna raid the cats because I'm a little tired. Hey, we made it to 3 hours though. That's good. That's not a very long stream. For me. I usually like to hit like 4 or 5 hours, but we did so much yapping today that my throat kind of hurts. So we're gonna head on over there. You guys can see some cute kitties. And that way it's not just like me ending awkwardly. I think they do have follower only chat, so you don't have to send the raid message if you're not following them. But if you want the raid message, here it is. Also, just socials and my Discord. Feel free to check each of those out if you're interested. If not, then it's, you know, your prerogative. But just if you want it. And yeah, we're gonna skedaddle. I might do an extra stream on Saturday this week, since for once I'm not working this Saturday. But we'll see. Maybe like just like a cozy, low energy, short stream on Saturday. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. I'll see you guys next time. If it's not on Saturday, then I will definitely be streaming on Monday, since I usually stream on Mondays and Thursdays. But yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.